Hey guys, it's Lil Manny back for more content stuff. But anyway, this part of the series is a very interesting one. I mean, like huge. But yeah, we're going to be talking about my first relationship. Yay! But anyway, we'll be continuing this first story. I'll call it the first meeting with a toxic person. Like and subscribe and share this video if you've dealt with some crazy guys in your life, because I've had plenty of experience. If you guys aren't familiar with any of my social medias, please check out Instagram. It'll be somewhere in my social medias. I usually put it on most. And check out, more of my stuff. I will be posting more. Hopefully I can try on a Thursday, Wednesday, maybe. We'll see. But this will be posted on a Saturday, but we'll be getting more, I promise. But okay, enough of the promos and the stuff. Let's get down to the grind. I always never talk about the names of the person because I don't want to say their name and, give them already enough what they deserve. But honestly, if I had to say this person's name, it would spark anger in me. Yes, this person is my first boyfriend that I can interact with. This is about same age as me. Yeah, I mean, he was what can I say about him? Well, when we first met, and this is like the same as my kissing video and whatever, it is a meetup through a dating app. Dating apps, yay! But yeah, we met through a dating app and we talked. And the thing is, it was on February 14th. Ironically, the holiday I hate. It started off with a lot of us chatting because I was talking to him, and it was a very kind of short conversation because I was talking away and I was kind of like, Valentine's, whatever. I was like, Valentine's have bad luck with each other. Anytime I try to do anything on Valentine's Day for myself, it somehow blows in my face. So, this Valentine's Day I was chilling because I was going to a class later, that time, and me and this guy that I was talking to, we were talking about us, both being not doing much on Valentine's Day besides, he was reading a book. I was reading my books before I got into class because I'm a very slow reader when it comes to stuff. He brought up the conversation, why don't we, go out or something? And I'm like, okay. And the thing is, I didn't know we were going to end up dating later. It's not like as if I had this elaborate plan to go out with the guy. I was just, chatting with him like I usually do with most guys on dating apps. And we ended up actually meeting. I was like, okay. And he was like, what time are you getting off? And I was like, my class ends at like 7:15, I think it was. Somewhere around there. And I was like, cool, whatever. We'll see each other. And I'm like, I wasn't sure if I was gonna. I was like, I don't know if it's a bad decision or not. Because I had this feeling, this gripping feeling. But I was like, you know what? May as well do it. So we came up with a plan, we'll go and meet up with each other. We'll go see a movie. I didn't know what movie we're gonna go see, but he bought the snacks, and then when I first met, this is okay, I'm getting to the part where we first met, and this is when I was in the class. Me and my friend from the class were hanging out, and basically we were chatting about our what are you doing this fine night, because I'm pretty sure you you said you didn't like Valentine's Day. I was like, well, I actually have a date. And it was like, really? And I was like, yeah, have you actually met him before? No, we just started talking. And she was like, really? I was like, do you know if he's like not a weirdo? I said, I'm not sure. I'm surprised maybe in here because most of my meetups are with guys online, but me and my friend talked for like 15 minutes. I think it was like half an hour through the class, and it was almost done, and we're basically just chatting while the teacher ran up our last bit of our assignments and that. Then I got a message from the man himself saying he was outside my classroom. I had literally butterflies, and I didn't know why I had butterflies, because I was like, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna like this guy, because I'm not saying I'm picky, but yeah, I was basically going to meet up with him and that, and we were like, oh yeah, we'll like do this and that, and end up actually hanging out, going out with him. And I was like, I guess since he's out in front of the class, front of the classroom, I guess I gotta go and meet him. So I literally was like holding my bag, holding my books and that, putting them together, and the classroom was like, you look nervous. I'm like, I'm going out with somebody, and I'm sure if I'm like him or not. So my main friends said our goodbyes. I walked out the class, basically I was just I opened the door and I looked outside because I was really just peeking to see if I saw him, and I saw the back of his head, and I was like and stuff like that, nervous, because the last incident of going out with a guy, the whole kiss thing, I didn't know if I wanted to jump into anything yet. So when this guy he met up, we said hi, he saw me and I saw him, and I was like, oh, he's cute in a way, he seems alright. So we ended up hugging, and I was just because I was taller than him, he was here and I'm here, so he was here, about there. So it's just I felt our heights were a little awkward, so I was hugging him, and then I was like, okay. And so I just he followed me, and I ended up walking to my house. He waited, and then I dropped all my stuff off, and prepped up myself, threw my hair together. I was just me, and then poof, checking my makeup, making sure I didn't look stupid, and I was like, okay. And I wasn't really prepared for the date, because I just got sprung on it before meeting my class. So we're walking, because it was snowing in Vancouver. This is when we're going out in the city, and that we're gonna go see each other. We ended up going to the movies. This was our first date, and I was sure. And I thought, oh, we're gonna see something romantic, and it's gonna be cute. So we had to go to the sushi place, and we walked to the theater, and I was looking at all these cute films, because they had cute films in the theater. And of all those films, he chose drum roll please, Dragon Ball Z Broly. Basically, I went to go watch a Broly with him. We go to the theater, and I was like, okay, maybe he's an anime guy. I guess it's cool, because we're talking when we're in the restaurant, at the restaurant. It was almost say about the same size of, say, the length of a square of a food place. So we ended up eating, and he told me he was a big Christian guy. So I was cool. And whatever, I was okay, it's a Christian guy, that's alright. And we talked for a bit. He seemed okay, and that dinner was it's nice. And he was he goes, I just joined the app just to skip myself back out there, make some friends. I'm not sure if I want to jump into anything serious, because Yeah, last guy, like, I wanted to go out with him. He ignored me. That's a whole different guy, the guy I kissed, but meep. But yeah, we ended up watching the movie after our dinner and that. We talked, had some chit chat. It was okay and that. And basically, what I learned so far, he was a big anime guy. In those first few hours, we get to know each other. He's an anime guy. He likes reading. But after all of us, just the whole conversation after the movie, we're like, oh yeah, I was like, I had a really fun time. And I was like, fun time. And I was like walking over to the pole of the bus. Because I was like, I'm just going to leave, you know, prepare myself to leave. Because I was going to, you know, get on the bus and go. And then, and I was preparing myself to leave because, you know, I wasn't really sure if I didn't have the intentions to see him again. But knowing me, because I have a teensy soft heart in me, I said, oh yeah, yeah, it was great. And then he was like, hey, do you want to like see each other again? Maybe we can do something else, you know. And he was holding me and he grabbed me, like it felt like I was getting grabbed like by an octopus, like basically, like I felt like octopus, you know, and it was like clinging on to me, and I was like, yeah, cool. And he was like, we can do stuff together. I'm like, great. And I'm like this. I felt like a fly in a spider's nest, like me. And then after we stopped hugging and I got on the bus, a few weeks went by, we talked. It was nice through text because we were talking, you know, and everything was smooth in there. And we were joking, laughing, and flirting. Then we met up again, and then, yeah, we decided, we were like, oh, you want to go out more? You want to date? And I'm like, yeah, we'll start dating. And then he was like, do you want a relationship? And I was like, oh, it's only been like 4 or 6 weeks now. And I was like, wasn't sure. I was like, maybe. And then he was already like convinced that he was into me. And I was like, I like him, but the thing is, I was on the fence until I was sure. But because, like, you know, he was showing interest, and I was like, he's nice, you know, so far, so good. I want to talk to you personally. Past me. Don't be stupid. The thing is, I learned this after, like, that relationship. Don't jump in it right away. That's the first red flag I had to learn. So, we end up going out more. We end up, we end up showing our affection in that, you know, we end up having, like, meetups more, and then eventually, you know, we decided, yeah, boyfriend and girlfriend. Bad decision. Bad. So after that whole conversation of us hanging out, you know, and doing like, you know, talking and stuff, and then him like, oh, I see us getting married, and I was like, married? And then I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm not even sure if I want to like go that far. And then he's like, you know, we had this whole idea that we're gonna be like together forever, and I was like, I'm just getting to know you, and I'm not even sure if I want to like stay together at all. And I was like still processing through it because they're only just about a month into a relationship, and I was like not sure. And then we're like, you know, I had a good feeling, there was good feelings there, I liked him and that, but I wasn't sure, and I was, you know, still going through a lot of stuff in my life and that. And then, you know, we decided like, yeah, we'll just, you know, put a hold on that. Then he started getting to know me more, but half the time, even when I asked him about stuff, that when I mentioned stuff, he was like, oh, you like that? And I'm like, I just told you that. And, you know, it's the little red flags, you know, you get in a relationship where you realize they don't even care. And it's like, what's the point to be with them? And I started getting that, and like half of a month later, like of that month, I was like, he's becoming really, really annoying. Like, big annoying. Then he started criticizing how I dress. Hello. He didn't like the fact that I wear hoodies and stuff. And anytime he would be like, oh, I wish you dressed more girly. And then it got worse, where he started saying, you know, I don't like it when you talk about other guys that you like on social media or like musicians because they're more manly than me. They look better than me. Oh my gosh. So annoying. Why are you so annoying? Then it just got like repeatedly annoying to the point where the thing is, I'm very patient with somebody, you know. I can understand flaws, but this is literally toxic masculinity, poison to my very life. Basically, the thing is, he became so crazy over the fact that he wanted to be have like manly that it was like, oh my gosh, I literally wanted to jump out a car door to get away from him, like, or like a bus, like jump out the bus, like push the emergency exit and go, ooh, go fly. But after like it was getting bad because I was only together with this guy for like 2 months, so yeah, we got stuck on the whole bickering thing. And anytime I would tell him I didn't want to dress a certain way, or I didn't want him to criticize how I talk, because I do have like a raunchy personality, a teasing personality. You know, he just was sensitive about everything I did, so to the point where it was difficult to be in the same room as him. Basically, I felt like I was, you know, that guy from Hamilton, Willis. I felt like I was, sorry, flat. I was dating a guy from Hamilton, Willis. He'll put a picture here, but yeah, Willis. But yeah, we got through the relationship okay. He did eventually change some things, but then it got worse to the point where it got bad, to the point where it was like, oh my gosh, like, it's so annoying to be with you. And I already had plans to, like, maybe I should end it here, and I was already planning to break up with him. And I tried to break up with him, but he literally would, like, just, you know, push away the situation or not even acknowledge it. So yeah, things went bad. Things went bad to worse. Everything was okay for the first 4 weeks of us seeing each other, but things got bad. Like, bad. But yeah, after the last instance we had, because this is like, I'll say apart for the dating, the last date we had, like, the last date. When our last date, it was like somewhere around
March.
It was like, I think, around the time. We went our last, like, date and stopped, like, talking after that and having usual arguments, you know, couple arguments, but it was bad because to the point where I was like, I'm breaking up with him. But this date was like the last straw, and I got my nails done. I went to because I never go to it, but like went to somebody to like not fix my hair, not like gibber it, but just to wash it, clean it, you know, because I wanted to like smell good. So I went to like perfume store. I cleaned up, you know, my feet and everything like that. I was like basically grooming myself up because I was like, I want this date to be nice, you know, and maybe just start a new leaf, you know, turn around all the bad. That's what disaster made on that timing and being there, you know. And then I went to the nail store, the one where they add the nails and that, you know. And I was getting all equipped up, and I was really looking forward to it. And I was like, yeah, flames. But yeah, basically I was like pissed off already because I had my nails done. I had everything, like, I was ready on time. I went, did my stuff, you know, all the things I did. I got all the things that I had to do that day, and I basically chopped up the last almost 2 hours to wait for this guy. And that was like my last straw. I was like, oh my gosh, I literally waited for you. And I sat there and I was like waiting, and the guy was like, a guy I think who was like, I guess you know, those like fast food joints at like the C bus or whatever, you know, and he was like, oh, did you get like stood up? And I was like holding my long nails to my chest, and I was like, I did not get stood up. And I was like, I just have a stupid boyfriend. So then after the whole thing and me waiting, and finally he was like, oh, I'm here. And I was like walking out of the thing, and I was already like mad. And he was like, I'm sorry. And I was like already mad because I was like, literally it takes like a few minutes to text somebody and tell them that you're going to be late, but you literally waited how long? Almost an hour to finally text me. So then I was just like already mad, and I was pissed off, and I had like my nails that I wasn't even sure if I liked anymore at this point, because he ruined the whole thing by being late, you know, and not even, regardless, after that whole incident of us, an interaction of me already pissed off and him trying to talk to his friend, and already, and I was already mad, and I was like on the verge. I felt like a Dragon Ball Z character, literally. I was super sane. Like, I was already pissed off. I was like, gonna fly in the air, somebody kick his hind in the air. But after all that, and I was like going to the restaurant, and I was like already mad, and I was like, I'm going to like rank up his bill. You know, I'm pissed off already. I don't care. I'm mad. I have a right to be mad because I took my time out of the day to wait for this guy who calls himself my boyfriend, who thinks he has the right to chop off my time and then say that, oh, you know, it's funny, because he kept making jokes and laughing like,
oh, it must have been really funny for you just to wait there for an hour.
35 or less minutes. And I was like, I'm not even laughing, dude. I'm pissed already. Like, it's over. And then when I got to the restaurant, I sat there. I just wanted to eat and just take all my land nails off and, you know, take off the stress and whatever. I had all this stuff like on, and I was like, I'm ready to like just go to bed. So I ate. Then I ordered like 3 glasses of like cider for kids who don't know that, but basically it's adult drinks, like tall glasses, like this big. I think they were like $15-$20 a glass. So basically I ordered 3 glasses to come all at once, and the waitress was already like this. She was like, how do I explain it? She was holding like a, she had her like, just sitting there like this.
So you want all those to come all at once?
Me, I'm just like this. Yeah. Then I looked. Oh, then I looked at him. But yeah, basically, I looked at her, looked at him, and yeah, a lot of things happened in that instant. So then she just sat there like this. Okay. I think in the waitress' mind she was like, ooh, you messed up. And me, I'm just like in the corner like, he did. He messed up. I sat there drinking 3 glasses of that after I ate. You know, got to water it down a bit, but I was pissed off already. I was like, I'm gonna be drunk and I don't care. I'm getting like a bus anyway and just going home after this. And you know, I had this instant already. I was like, I'm not gonna talk to you again. And I was already like mad, and I was just like ready to walk out the door. I was very like, I was just gonna be like, peace, and like just walk out. But that was like mad, you know. And I was like, I don't care how expensive that is. I am pissed. Okay? And I'm basically just, you're done, boy. In my mind, I was like, he does the Mandy. He does not care. He does not care, Mandy. He does not care at all. So, yeah. So after that incident, I left, went home. I was already like mad and upset and crying. Drunk and crying. And saw me talk to a bunch of friends, tried to calm myself down. I was like already mad and upset. Just a lot of stuff happened that night. Yeah. Now I'll get to the last part we talked. And that's the play. But he was like ignoring me because he's pissed at me. You know, he's mad at me for like doing whatever. And I'm like, dude, you're the one who messed up. You're the one who was late. Was I late? No. He was just mad because he wanted, whatever, me to feel awful that I got mad at him and that. But yeah, I was just done. And I didn't want to say anything to my mom or make any of my family worry, but I was mad, and I was already on the verge of it's over, it's done at this point. I sent an angry post, and I'm sorry about Mom if you're watching this. But basically, I was on edge, and this was only 2 months of us going out, and I was like, I'm done with him. I can't. And when I'm done with something, I'm done. I don't care. I won't hold on to anymore. So we talked, and I said I was going to the play because I was like, I guess I'll break up with him after that, and just this will be our last hurrah as a couple, because Mom did want to see him, and I was like, I guess she'll see him, but she won't see him later. But yeah, we ended up meeting up. My mom drove me to my play, and that, and we were, because I'm a writer. If you guys didn't know that, I write. But yeah, we talked, and then he's like, oh yeah, your play is coming. I was like, yeah. And then he met up at the play, and then my mom went to go watch it. Then just as I met up with him, I was already mad, and we were bickering because I didn't really tell my mom that we're having problems. But basically, we were talking, but I wasn't associating how bad it was getting done. Me and him bickered for 15-20. Then I went to go see the play, and he sat right beside me, and my mom was sitting with her peoples, but I was sitting there beside him. And then basically I was mad at him still at that time, but because I was not gonna say anything to my mom, because I was like, if I say anything bad about him, she's gonna just want us to break up immediately, and I wanted to do it smoothly. I didn't want Mom to figure out. But yeah, that play was the day I was gonna break up with him, but we'll get to that part. Right around the play, I was listening to the play, and I was all happy because my play was the first play, and I was waiting for his reaction. He just sat there like this, basically looked like a psychopath. He was no emotion whatsoever. And basically we got to the part where I was like, oh, look, this is the part where I really worked hard on. And he basically just sat there looking at the play, and I was like, no reaction. And I just sat there wow. I was like, you call me the immature one, and somehow you ignoring me and then giving me this reaction to my play that I worked on for a year of editing, fixing it. So yeah, after the whole play, Mom said it was great. Everybody else who worked on it were congratulating me through message, and they're all like, oh, you did a really good job, we really loved it, people want to see it again, and that. I was all happy. Then right around when I was walking out, and I was like, oh, how was it, did you like it? And then he was
like, oh, I like this play more than yours.
And I was like, that's not even a play, that's basically memes. So I sat there kind of just upset, and everybody, including my mom, I feel like she knew I was already pissed off, because I was like, yeah, I'm pissed off, I'm mad, I'm upset, I'm done at this point. I have to go, or I might burst out in the middle of this building and slap him. Bitch. But yeah, so after Mom left, I gave her a hug, and I was already mad, and I gave her a hug because I'm my mom, and that, but I was like, I had to get out of here, I have to leave right now. And then he tried to grab my hand, I didn't grab it back, he just basically held on to it, and I was like, basically running up the hill, because I lived up to 5 minutes from the school, trying to run as fast as I could from him, because I was already ready to burst at him. And then I finally spewed my opinion about how rude he was about my play, and I said, you could just say it was good, and just left it at that, not to the point where you ripped it to shreds and then plopped it on the ground and said, but it was okay though, and then just leave it at that. But no, he did that, and as a final straw, and I was like, I'm like done and whatever. And then he left that night, I left that night, and you know, we stopped talking after that, and that was it. Then when a few weeks went by, and it was already like around my, you know, close to my birthday and that, and I was working somewhere. Particularly, I can talk about a video on that next one, but yeah, we stopped talking. He said he wanted to work things out. At that point, I didn't want to work things out. I didn't want anything to work out. I just wanted this to be done. So I sent the last text. It was me on the bus. Basically text. I was like, we're done. We're finished. I hope you have a good life. You aren't the right guy for me, and I'm obviously not the right girl for you. And I sent it. So yeah, I broke him over text because I could not get any time to talk about it, because I was like, I asked him for a day. It was Sunday. A Sunday went by, and then he said, oh yeah, next Sunday. And I was like, you know what, it's done, it's over. You know, after that I was like, you know, it's over. That's it. That's all I can handle. So after that we broke up and that, and it was over, and I was in a relationship. But all I can say is it was the worst. Like literally the worst 2 months of my life. And it was only 4 weeks, 6 weeks of goodness. And everything else just kind of went down like a boulder. Basically, I felt like I was in a plane that was going to likely fall into pieces. That's what I felt like. Just think about it giving me what? It's giving me migraines just thinking about that awful thing. But yeah, this is the last part of the story. I'm gonna do the outro. Okay, I hope you liked the video. Sorry I kind of ramble, but PuReRisen will fix it. But if you guys want to check out more of my videos, you know, click on my profile, click on my name down there, you know, Little Mandy, and check out more of my stuff. Or if you're watching this on a device that does not show my channel, you can just look up Mandy Williams, I think something. I'll put the link down below, basically, at this video. But go check me out. It'll be Mandy Williams, and it should pop up. If it doesn't, please the link below. Hopefully you'll like, subscribe, please. I really need the likes, need the views, especially. But I hope you guys enjoyed this and learned something about yourself. Maybe you are in a relationship that feels like you want to escape it. Just remember, you're not alone in this world. There's many people that want to escape a relationship. Me, I only had 2 months of it, and it was heck. And yeah, share up this video. Maybe show somebody that you think needs to see this and maybe relates to the situation. Maybe somebody knows a toxic person that they're dating, and you know that they're toxic or something, or maybe it's a relative, who knows. But yeah, hopefully you guys see this and enjoy it. Will Mandy's peacing out. See you next Saturday when I post, and hopefully on a Wednesday or Thursday. If I do post that day, hopefully I will. But I'll let you guys know social media wise. But I love you guys all, and have fun. Keep being positive, brave hearts. Shoot you guys with love arrows. Yeah, but I gotta go. And yeah.